Of course, there are times when you just have to tell them to stop doing something. A more direct approach is probably more useful. Disruptive behaviour is an example. Ask them why it happened. Go through the impacts of the behaviour. Touch on the consequences of repeating the behaviour. It could be personal improvement plans or disciplinary processes, etc. And then ask them to stop the behaviour. Give them alternative options of the behaviour if this is appropriate. Make sure your feedback is as specific and detailed as possible, and use examples as much as possible. This makes the feedback useful. Do not make general comments when giving negative feedback to employees. Keep everything detailed and specific and focus on the choices and actions, not the person themselves. Ensure any negative feedback given teaches and helps the other person improve. The sixth action in giving negative feedback to employees is actively listen to their feedback. Throughout your meeting to give negative feedback to employees, watch their body language, their facial expressions, and of course listen to what they say. Behavioural issues, for instance, often have their roots in other issues. Ask the employee what caused them to behave in the way they did. Do not accept "I don't know" as an answer. It is possible the employee may not initially be aware of the reasons themselves. Ask questions to help guide the employee to giving you a constructive answer. With negative feedback on choices or actions, ask questions to understand why the original choice was made or to action taken. Actively listen through the exploration of options. As a manager, I often learn loads in these sessions about how the other person thinks, about their preferences, their strengths, their weaker areas, etc. Active listening is a great skill. Active listening encourages the other person to tell you information directly or indirectly. And as a manager, this is priceless. The seventh action in giving negative feedback to employees is plan actions together. Lastly, coming out of the meeting with a set of actions that the employee has agreed to is a good sign of a successful meeting where you have given the negative feedback to the employee. Don't just tell the employee the actions that you think they need to take. If they nod or agree, how do you really know that they actually agree with these actions, or more importantly, they'll actually put these actions into practice? They might just be agreeing with you to get out of the meeting. A more productive approach is to ask the employees what actions they're going to commit to. Coach them to one or more actions. They have to think of the actions, articulate them, and then persuade you to agree with them. This type of process is much more likely to result in the employee owning and therefore doing their actions.
What if leadership growth and resilience fit right in your pocket? Meet Kai.ai, psychologist-led, AI-supported coaching that helps your people thrive. Track progress, unlock insight,